are heading to Florida. And we thought we would do a little bit of a live stream here to discuss some things that we've already noticed about the Bronco, and
Yes.
you get maybe a little preview of what's to come for some videos. Because
I'm on 5G now, so that
yeah, we're over, it's showing, it's counting down. So just bear with us on this if you guys are jumping in. We will get talking in just a minute. Had some internet issues here. Imagine that. Live streaming. There we go. Now we got some people in. What is going on, everybody? It's your buddy Dave and Kelly, and a little bit behind me, and we are road tripping in our 21 Bronco, our Badland Bronco, and we thought, why not bring you guys along just for a little bit, and if you guys got questions or comments about ride quality or what's going on, and we thought we would discuss that a little bit. Sun's been in my face here a little bit, so it's a little difficult, but we're somehow going to bear through it for you guys, for the people. We're for the people.
It's so
here.
awful that the sun is in our face. Right?
Well, we're heading to the beaches, man.
We are.
I don't think it's really beach temperature there, but we're going to be around the beaches.
Anything's better than Tennessee right now.
That's right. But once again, bring your questions or comments if you've got any concerns or anything. We're in a soft top Bronco. I don't know how loud it is, how quiet it is for you guys, but
Completely stock Sasquatch, 2.7, 4-door, mid-package Badlands.
Yep. So if this is what you ordered, except we got Rapid Red.
We did. We are Rapid Red.
Final group. But there's somebody. Let's see. What
Revy says, does anyone have a trick for getting my window sticker to load? Revy, I'll drop a link in there. It's kind of a bypass to your sticker, but do you have, remind me, do you have a build date? If you have a build date, then it should come up within 7 days-ish of your build date. Oh, it says it's actually in production. The site says the sticker is ready. Let me send you a link real quick, or I'll put a link in there. It'll be under Kelly Boyd, but let me put a link in there real quick.
Oh, and we got to ask we need y'all's help for a personal license plate for the Bronco. We've been discussing this, and since we're kept the Gladiator, it has our All-Terrain Nation license plate on it, so we kind of need something a little better. Well, not better, but just something for the Bronco.
Yeah.
There was another. Oh, you're looking up some of those.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a link.
Pardon me if we don't get to your questions super quick as I'm driving. Are you still pulling links?
Yeah, well, I'm putting it in there right now, but
it's hard to do a mobile show like this.
Revy, there's the sticker, or the Ford Direct. See if that will. The other thing you can try is clear your cache and cookies. I hate telling people that because they tell me that at work all the time when something's not working, but it does fix some things, so definitely give it a try. Otherwise, I tried on a desktop too, because sometimes for whatever reason the desktops are working better than cells and vice versa. So that would be what I would try for some tips and tricks on that.
We've put 250 miles of travel time today so far, and we got a lot more to go. We've been averaging, let's see, what have we been averaging?
15.6, I showed you on the screen.
I'm not worried about that. Don't give them everything away.
Well, I didn't know what you were averaging.
Try to answer my question before I get to them.
Sorry.
We're averaging 67 miles per hour according to the gauges here.
Andy says it's not a boy trip if Kelly hasn't beat you yet. You do have a tag sticking up. Let me tuck it in.
That's right. So let's get right into where we had to fill. Well, we didn't have to fill up, but we filled up at a gas station, and this one here has been bugging me forever since last spring. Hey, I want to. You got to take you to this gas station. You're gonna never believe about this gas station, and I'm like, what? It's a place called Buc-ee's.
Everybody knows Buc-ee's. Tell me in the comments that you know Buc-ee's. Tell me whether it's overrated to you or whether it's the best thing ever.
Tell us in the comments without telling us in the comments, basically.
Best thing ever.
But Kelly's been bugging me forever that when we're near a Buc-ee's that I have to see a Buc-ee's and I have to experience this. And I kind of blown it off. Like, it's a gas station, man. What more do you need?
Blueford, you've never heard of it.
Oh,
you
man.
need to go to Georgia.
We're getting one locally soon.
You're not supposed to tell anybody.
I
That's
didn't
inside,
say where
that's
it was.
That's inside information.
But so we get off the interstate. It's right off the interstate, and like I said, she's told me what the glory that is of Buc-ee's. And you know, I assume it's some sort of themed gas station. And I've had people years ago say, "Hey, man, there's this place in Texas. They have the best barbecue sandwiches, hands down."
I knew you had to go middle ground, Andy, didn't you? You had to say Buc-ee's is okay. I knew you had to go middle ground. You couldn't pick a side. I know. It's okay.
But so we get off the interstate, and I've never seen so many fuel stations in my life. Like, it kept going. And the cool thing was they serve all types of fuel. So if you are an ethanol-free guy, like, they had pumps just for that, which was really, really cool. Had I known that, I would have put ethanol-free in this. But I was pretty blown away by just this gas pumps. Like, I was like, holy cow, like, they just keep, and I got a video coming of our trip, and you'll see it, they just keep going and going and going. And so they have this cast kind of copperish beaver in the front of the place. These two instantly they wanted a selfie in front of. And I'm seeing hunting supplies and fire pits, and I'm like, what?
It's the coolest truck stop ever. I went on a girls' trip in the spring.
I don't know that I call it a truck stop, really.
But yeah, I mean, that's the closest thing you got. Gas station, truck
Because
stop,
they don't service semis. They have a sign out front, no semis.
Oh, well, I don't know.
It's strictly for, normal driving.
Okay, travel stop.
Right. But
yeah, Remy says no trucks allowed.
Yeah, so I have to say I was pretty blown away by looking in the store itself is freaking. It's like 5 or 8 convenience stores, all like just so huge.
In Dr. Detroit, we're going to Florida. We're on our way to the Emerald Coast.
That's right.
For my birthday.
If you're in the Florida area, come say hi.
Omnipotent Elon says, I got a January 13th, 22 delivery date on my 2021. Thanks a lot, Ford. I better get 500,000 Ford points for that.
Yeah, they should do something for that.
I agree, they should.
Will you grab my monster? Hey, Sid, can you grab me one of my watermelon monsters, please?
Watermelon monster for Dad, please.
But yeah, this place was it was pretty cool, and we didn't even get out of the truck before somebody's running up to talk about the Bronco.
Yeah.
It was a young lady that, she was like, what? She said
I should have told her about All Terrain Nation. I should have taken the opportunity to sell the pay, or to sell the...
That's alright, but she had mentioned she had a older,
1983.
Bronco. Yeah, Bronco, and she was like, really? I think she would have gotten the seat if we'd have...
I think she would have, because she walked around trying to walk around it.
Yeah, and she was blown away by it, which is, honestly, that's been our first big people wanting to talk about at a gas station.
Yep. Because I have RBF a lot, so people don't approach me. But then, as you guys see, if they approach me and talk to me, everything's good, but I have RBF a lot, and it's just...
Cheers. But yeah, so Buc-ee's, we went in there, I think we were in there an hour.
Yeah, and this one stayed parked in the parking spot because the gas spot. Thank you, fuel
Station.
at the fuel pump, because he didn't want to go fight to find a parking spot, and I knew it wasn't going to just be in and out.
I'm pretty sure this place has enough gas pumps that I don't think we affected their business whatsoever. Because I was like, okay, we'll be 10 minutes in here, and
JD Smoking Pipes, welcome to membership. Thank you.
Yes, congratulations, man. Thank you for that support. With that support, it's not for this trip, but it's going to help
Have
for
great content.
Yes, for great content down the road. So yeah, my first impression is not even getting in the door. It's kind of like a TSC. I don't know if you have those in your area, Tractor Supply Company, of like fire pits and all this weird stuff out front. And I'm like, why would I come to a gas station for all this stuff? But then you open the door and you see why. Like, they have everything. Like, obviously your cold beverages and stuff. like a crazy
It's a
range of that.
convenience store.
The bathroom was
gift shop.
the bathroom was super clean.
Yeah, apparently they're like known to be the award-winning bathrooms or whatever, restaurants or whatever.
Well, I'll leave an award there next time.
Thomas Mullen says beach weather here in Florida.
Nice. Well, we're going to the Panhandle, so we hopefully will get to enjoy that.
Reagan Bond said, "Do those rear speakers truly suck?"
Yes, they truly are bad. The rears are the worst. And I thought it was funny the other day. You know, we did our video on how bad the speakers are, and we're not the only one. But I thought it was pretty funny right after that. Bronco Nation decided to drop their B&O video. And I'm not saying by any means that it was because of our video. Because once again, there's a lot of videos kind of complaining about that. But yeah, like they're really trying to sell the fact that, oh no, it's a great system. And guys, the B&O is not much better. It's really not. You know, the B&O, it's only, what they don't tell you is it's tuned by B&O. Which doesn't mean anything when you don't have any hard surfaces in here for it to reflect sound. So,
But you're like we've talked about, you're hitting against a hard
well, this absorbs.
But my point is, you don't have a bar here to back up the sound either. So
For
really,
us,
you've got
the front
you've
two.
got your front, your two in the back, and then if your doors are on.
No, the kicker panels here.
Well, there you go. But that's it. So there's not a ton of opportunities because that's the downside of taking this bar out and having it wide open.
Right.
But I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I wouldn't either. But I've said they could put little pods right here. And I know some of it is for the airbags, and they wanted a lot of safety in this thing. But I think there's a fix for that. And I think they do fix it. I think they do a quiet update in 2 years, and hopefully some of these things are fixed. As you can see, Kelly's bow flopping around in the wind.
Yeah.
It's very Christmassy here in the Bronco.
Blueford says big red.
Big red. I like it. But we've had a few Jeeps come by. We had a Bronco Sport been tailing us for a while.
Yeah.
It's kind of
I
fun.
actually, yesterday when I was driving this around town, I actually had 2 Jeeps wave at me.
Well, we have a Jeep kind of creeping up. We got a Gladiator pulling up kind of beside us right now.
But I had 2 Jeeps that waved at me with the Jeep wave.
Oh, tell him about us seeing the... he's playing it cool.
Yeah. I'm a Gladiator. I don't need to look
I'm
at
a
you.
Jeep guy. I'm not looking at you. Nah, you're a Jeep sport guy. I'm kidding. We have basically a Sport Plus.
Tell people about what?
We honked at somebody the other day.
Oh, we did. Where were we leaving? We were leaving the Mill Creek Overland Nashville Toy Drive.
I don't know if we may have said this last stream.
But we were
saw
driving down the road and we
3.
saw one in the gas station, and I was like trying to wave, and the guy didn't see us, so Dave honked, and the guy was like, "Hey!"
It was like made his day.
Yeah.
Like he was overly that happy. Like,
Yeah, he was
hey.
super happy.
Yeah. But we saw a few Broncos that day. It's the most
We did,
I've
I
seen
think,
on
like
the road.
4.
But that was fun. But yeah, Buc-ee's, to wrap that up, man. That place is pretty incredible. We left spending about $140 there.
Revy says, "Great nuts at Buc-ee's."
Well,
Reagan says, "Buc-ee's is the Walmart of gas stations." I'm gonna actually step it up a little bit and say
Target?
the Target of gas stations.
I can see that.
See.
But impressed with that. Fuel prices seem to be. I don't know the area, so I can't really comment about how well the fuel prices
And so,
are.
Revy, they typically are in Texas. However, they're branching out. There's a few in Georgia.
The biggest one's about to be...
The biggest one is about to be just outside of Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And there are rumors that there are some coming closer to us.
To Middle Tennessee, yeah.
To Middle Tennessee, where we are. And there's a few in Alabama. There's one in Alabama that's right close to Pensacola and all of that in
Mobile.
Alabama. Mobile, Alabama. Thank you. That's closer.
But we literally had to go 4 miles out of the way to go to this place.
We did.
And it was
a
worth
whole
it.
4 miles.
It was worth it.
Technically, it was 8 because it was round trip 4. Or technically 8.
But yeah, I would go there again, and you know, I think if you had one in your town, it would be kind of like, you know, it's. I'm not going out of my way to go there. I think it makes it fun to go somewhere on a road trip, but.
Thomas Mullen said, "Buc-ee's is awesome. My Jeep was ducked 4 times there."
Wow. Well, what's funny was, so I'd heard years ago, man, you got to try their barbecue. You know, it's like,
Yes, Andy, you did spell it correctly. Thank you.
and I was like, and this was before, I mean, I had no idea. I thought, well, it's a convenience store. How good can their barbecue be?
Oscar, you need to come east since you're in LA and you don't get them there. You have to come east and get some Buc-ee's.
But they have,
You have In-N-Out Burger though.
Yes. Oh my God. What's the gas stations that we kept seeing in Utah?
Come and Go.
Come and Go. There's Come and Goes out
Come and
there,
Goes.
which are hilarious. But the barbecue, I had a brisket,
You had a brisket
chopped
sandwich.
brisket
Chopped
sandwich.
brisket sandwich.
Freaking great sandwich, man.
Yes, and Peugeot, it's all about the beaver. Always.
Yep. And I would, $8 bucks basically per sandwich.
$6.98.
Okay, so 7. I would stop there for one of their sandwiches.
It was almost a little like I'll be honest, like I was sort of hungry going in there, and I was like, maybe I'll get the XXL sandwich, and I'm so glad I didn't because the one was actually a lot. Like the standard sandwich was a lot.
Yeah, it was more than I.
And thank you, Dr. Detroit, for the birthday and Revy. The big 4-0 was yesterday, and we're going to the beach to celebrate.
And we got in a fight, guys.
We did get in a fight
We,
over the Bronco, actually.
Yeah, over. So since I brought Kelly into the channel, Kelly wants more of a say. And we talked about this last night. And we were having a heart-to-heart about this thing, and I was like, look. I mean, obviously you've had your Xterra too, so you had a lot of say in what happened to that vehicle, so you're kind of used to that. And basically, it's not her Bronco, but she drives it more than, it's a company Bronco, but it's like Kelly's.
I'm reminded all the time that it is a company Bronco.
So
it's like a knife in my side and twisted every time he says that.
So Kelly's wanting more of a say in some of these things, and which is fine, but we've never really kind of like had any discussions about that. My filter was gone, your filter was gone, and I told her, I was like, I think I'm gonna just go buy some 37s and just go straight to 37s on this thing when we do it. And what did you say?
Actually, you said, just wait trying to get up in this. Is actually the statement that was made, and I said, and you all know us, like our band, we're not doing this. It was like, we're not putting 37s on this. And then he goes, this is a company truck. I'm gonna do what I want with it. And I went, and it just went, we did this back at each other, so it was not.
Rarely that we ever like have this.
No, we rarely ever fight, but so anyway.
It was quite funny, and if you're coming back, thank you. We're down to 9 people now. We had like 30.
That's because they thought we lost them.
I know. But thank you for hanging in there if you're hanging in there for this. But yeah, so you know where I was going with that. But
Radical Rides, we're actually using the onboard nav because Waze has been acting a little wonky for us. We prefer Waze when we travel because it tells us where all the cops are, and like it'll auto adjust if there's traffic that hasn't caught up to stuff. So yeah.
But so and I don't even know why I was poking the bear at 37s on this thing. But so the part of the plan too is like with the Gladiator, we're gonna put that on 35s. And my plan for that is to basically take the tires off this in a month or so. I have a good impression of the way this thing drives with these tires now. Kelly has a good impression of the way these things drive with it. I want these tires off of this vehicle because they just are rock magnets.
Yes.
And I'm tired of hearing
big treads.
Yes, we pulled off the side of the road for an issue today, and for a mile I kept hearing ding, 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 and
there's that peach place we stopped at that had the big old peach.
No, that's
Peaches
that was in Georgia.
No, it isn't. No, that's it because that's Peach Park. It was right next to Whataburger.
Oh, okay. So
sorry.
The plan is to take these tires and we'll just dump these on the Gladiator. And
dump them.
I thought
they're such terrible tires.
No, but this looks going off a lot more off road than the Gladiator's going to.
That's true.
So
that makes me feel bad.
Crap hitting the windows now.
Yeah.
Drivers today have been just
Everybody's got shit.
Yes. So that's why I was like, oh, we'll just dump 37s on this thing when we do it. And yeah, so, but then I was talking to Lifestyle Off-Road today about it. He's hinting around that he may do something like that, and we're gonna get away from this truck, man. You can just hear crap hitting the windows.
Revy said the plate should say Amy's Ride.
Amy's Ride. That would be hilarious.
If you know, you know.
Pickens would love that.
Other Tim Davis says, I see you in my rearview mirror.
And other Tim Davis, who, if you go like and subscribe to Tim's channel, what is it?
Overlanding for fun. Overlanding for fun.
Number 4.
Yep.
So as soon as Tim hits 100 subs, we're going to have him on the show. So, and Tim just picked up his, I believe it's the Badlands, Area 51 Badlands.
John asked if the soft top is very loud on the highway.
Y'all can hear it now.
I mean, it's not hugely loud.
We left Nashville in wind, like heavy. It was 16, 17 mile an hour winds coming at us from the south up, and I will say it no more than probably would any other vehicle we own, but you definitely, because we're in a tall vehicle, it was pushing us around a little bit. There was that guy that wrote from Kansas a couple of weeks ago on one of the forums that was bitching about his Jeep drove better than the Bronco and it pushed him all over the place or whatever. Or it wandered all over the place. I'm like, look, my hands off the wheel, it's not wandering.
It's only wandering because of the wind.
Well, that and the slope of the road.
Yeah, well, there's that.
But the wind is calming down here in Alabama.
But this thing is so, like, this thing corrects so much better than the Jeep.
Yes.
The Jeep just sways.
Well, the
like
Jeep,
heavy sways.
I will say the Jeep, and I like the Jeep, guys, don't get me wrong. But you have to, like, participate in driving in that thing. There's no, I mean,
yes.
Like, mentally, because it will wander a little bit all over the place, mentally it's exhausting because there's so much participation in that thing. And this, I mean, I'm not going to compare it to your BMW, but it just goes straight when you point it straight, and it is what it is.
Yeah, when we were driving in a girls' trip in May when I found the Buc-ee's, we actually were planning to go much further than Buc-ee's, but after Buc-ee's we were so overwhelmed by the stimulation of Buc-ee's and on top of the driving in the Jeep, because like he said, that you have to anticipate in the Jeep because it's not a quick correction. Like you will feel the correction that you make in the Jeep, and so much different from a driving perspective in that.
Yeah, so this definitely, like, not as much fatigue. I've got the lane assist on this thing, which works great. Even when you grab your phone, you know, I'm not saying do it, but when you grab your phone, it's kind of handy because, you know, I'm trying to get a message out. The steering wheel vibrates and lets you know, hey, pay attention, you know, get back in the middle of the road, which is, you know, I'm sure that's not Ford's, hey, text and drive thing, but whether you do it or not, it happens. So that's been really nice. One thing we have noticed, and it's been a big one, the radio in this thing.
Yes.
So we weren't even 50 miles away from our house. Kelly had put on the Apple CarPlay.
With Waze.
Yeah, with Waze, and of course Waze was acting wonky anyways. But it finished the song. Kelly and Sydney were selecting through songs, choosing randomly songs. All of a sudden I noticed it just quit playing, and I was like, oh, they just hadn't selected another song. Went to touch the screen, or I went to turn the power on and off, and it didn't do anything. And the screen froze.
Completely froze.
You could touch it. It was not doing anything. And I thought, I know
and that'll be in a video coming too, so you'll see proof in the pudding there.
I knew what I was going to have to do was turn the truck off, let it power down, and reboot itself. And I have a feeling that if you hold the power down a long time, it'll reboot.
I held it for a good 10, 20 seconds, and it did the reboot.
On some of these vehicles, there's a way to reboot the systems. So I need to figure that out, why it did that. Which I'm surprised about this. Now, this is Sync 4, but this isn't the first thing they put Sync 4 in. that F-150 we tested last January had sync 4. I'm like, it's been out for a while. It's
well,
not.
this isn't the same feature. This isn't the first problem we've had with this either. We've had the backup camera
cameras,
issue.
yeah.
So this just tells me that we need to keep an eye on the head unit.
Yeah, and if it probably does a couple more of these things, it's going to have to go into the dealership and say, hey,
flash or something.
Which we got an update while we were driving.
Yeah. We got an update and they did a push out for an update on the iOS.
What was that? What was the
thanks for hanging with us, I think.
Yeah, I keep saying it and
you guys keep dropping.
It keeps hiccuping.
Ford Power Up 171 and then navigation other enhancements.
Yeah.
Apple CarPlay compatibility, user profile icons, and essentially. So that update was pushed. Now we did get that notice about an hour after we were having issues with the head unit. So maybe it was all happening at the time. Don't know. But we're definitely going to keep an eye out on it to see if there's more issues maybe.
Which is, though, it's still pretty cool that these cars can do like Tesla was doing, where they can just update on the fly.
Reagan, no, there are not, in our package, there are not cup holders in the back for the kids. She has no cup holders whatsoever. So that has been the biggest gripe on our road trip so far.
Sydney, how are the cup holder situation for you?
Terrible. I have none.
Yes. So.
You stole the other two.
So
We didn't
yes.
steal the other two because there's only two.
That's one thing. That is a head scratcher.
It is.
Why Ford? Whatever. Why, I don't know, that they thought, well, we'll just do 2 cup holders, and it's an adventure vehicle, so they'll have their own water containers for the back. No.
Dr. Detroit says, I see a 4-door slipping away and a 2-door entering the picture with the Jeep exiting stage left.
Wow. Dr. Detroit just wants to keep us buying Ford. I would like to have a 2-door. I think, though, honestly, it would probably be a short-term thing for us to have a 2-door.
Yeah, just not
as
practical for our family.
Well, just as a review.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying have the 4-door and the 2-door.
Yeah.
She can crawl in and out in the back.
John says, better listen to Kelly David. Happy wife, happy life.
That is true. That is true.
Radical Ride says, someone needs to make the Gorilla Glass for the Bronco windshield. I completely agree.
There is a wrap you can put on these things, on any of your cars, and it will add some protection to it. Jeep has a Gorilla Glass windshield they offer, which is stupid that they offer it, but yet you can't buy it with it. It's supposed to be a lot stronger. That should be pretty cool.
John said, how are the seats compared to the Jeep that are on the butt?
We'll get to that, John. We just had somebody asked about.
I just seen it come up. Did you hear about the future of subscribing to use your car features like heated seats, steering wheel, etc.?
That rumor's going around because of Toyota. Toyota, there's been some confusions whether you had to buy that service or not. I have a feeling at some point Ford's going to want you to pay for that. There's going to be a fee. It's too nice of a service not to, but with the Bronco right now, I think there's a lot of things that you're getting for free that in a year or so that they're going to make a subscription. I really do.
But I can see people figuring out a way to bypass it too.
Maybe.
Airplane Mike says he had that issue with the Mustang as well. Did it once or twice and never happened again.
Yeah.
So hoping that's the case. And Overlanding for Fun also said, it might be an issue with the head unit because Ford was applying that update. That's what we talked about too, is that once we got that notice out that the update had been done, is that maybe it was just all the computers communicating with one another and kind of freaking out.
It's been fine since.
Yeah, it's been fine since. Revy says, ATN, are you feeling much better about the auto stop start function that cuts off the engine and stops?
I'm adapting to that. Now, Kelly, out of habit, when she hears us at a light and we forgot to turn it on or off, it doesn't, I don't like it. I feel like there's a lot of wear and tear that you're doing your engine and startup like that. But I also think these engineers aren't dumb. Like they know how to make that work.
So when we got my Beamer, of course I was worried about it because it was an older vehicle. So that was the first concern for me, is let's not put wear and tear on a starter, because I don't want to have to put a starter in it. So let's just go ahead and not use auto off.
Well, some of these starters now are built inside the transmission.
Yeah, so there's a whole lot more.
I don't know on this one, by the way.
So I actually did some research on it. It was like, does the auto stop start, does it wear and tear on the starters? Now, engineers out there because I read from multiple sources, they actually say that these are built differently than our old school starters used to be, and so they're built to do that auto start, auto stop. So there's not really a wear and tear on it from my research, but I still don't trust it, just because
we're old school in that sense.
Yeah, we're old school in that sense. If the car stops, then that's a problem, and you didn't make it stop, that's a problem.
I think her generation will adapt to that and never know a difference.
Sure.
For us, it's just kind of, you're used to. We used to having some old beaters as a kid, man. Like, you hoped it never shut off on its own, because it probably wouldn't start back. What else we got going there?
We don't have any other questions on there. So
all right, ride comfort. Let's get into ride comfort in this thing just a little bit, because we documented it last year. We took the Jeep on a further trip, but it didn't take long for the Jeep, maybe 150 miles before my butt was hurting, like badly. And I've never been in a vehicle like that for such a long time that suddenly you're like, this isn't comfortable anymore at all. Like, I've been in vehicles that are some are more comfortable than others. Like, you ride the old BMW, you definitely knew it was built for comfort. It was a touring car. It was made to do that. So far on this one, I have to say, no issues at all, honestly.
No.
I definitely feel like the seats are wider in this versus the Jeep, which gives the center maybe a little bit more padding, where you're not. It's got the bolstering on the bottom of the seats too, but you're not as close together. It doesn't keep your hips as close together.
Yeah, I would agree.
It allows you to move around just slightly, but I think the seats are softer in this. These are the marine grade vinyl. I don't find them to be uncomfortable, so I'm not sticking to them. I'm in shorts today. Nothing bothers me like that. Let's see, we're 4 hours, 15 minutes actual travel time in this. I mean, I can always get out and stretch, but I'm not finding myself in that Jeep, man. Especially coming back after riding in one of these all week, Dr. Detroit's all weekend. It was like very noticeable.
Very.
Where are you at with this, Kelly?
I'm the same place. Like, I'd like to have, so the most comfortable vehicle we ever rode in, to me, was the Titan.
Yeah.
So we had a 2017 Titan.
We bought it to review for it. There's a review, if you get bored, look up 2017 Nissan Nation Titan.
Yeah.
You can see we got 2 reviews on it.
That was the most comfortable vehicle travel-wise that we've ever done long distance.
Well, and then on that vehicle, I drove from Nashville to Vegas, or
yeah, a
Phoenix.
different one.
Never, I mean, you get tired of being in a vehicle, but never was so comfortable in that vehicle. Nissan, that's one thing Nissan can do, is build freaking seats.
Yes. So for me, this still has a ways to go for me to figure out where I compare to that. So I'll have to let you know when I get to Florida how my butt feels. But driving around town, like, I found myself sitting in the driveway for 30 minutes after I get home, which I do anyway, but there's not a, man, my butt hurts, I need to go inside or anything like that.
We've got 192 more miles to go, so.
Yeah, so I've got some time.
I'm sure we'll be ready to get out of it.
So Airplane Mike wants to know, how are the headlights at night? Can you see pretty good in a really dark street or road? I have not had a problem with the lights. I really like the auto high beam
Yeah,
feature.
that's a super nice feature. Well, so I know whatever is the traffic safety or the insurance agency thing just did a thing on these saying it got dinged for the lights,
Yeah.
which is boggles me because if you've drove in a basic Wrangler or a Gladiator, those things suck. There's nothing I can say nice about the lights in that vehicle. They feel like a 1980s light. It's yellow. It's not bright.
Yep.
This is a high-end light package on this one. This is the Badlands. But you're still, if you don't get the Badlands and you're in a black diamond or lesser or down, you're still getting LED lights. So they're bright. I've never found, we drove Dr. Detroit's at night, all that, and I never was like, man, this is horrible.
Yeah, I never was concerned about lighting.
If you got, I think it's mid-package on up is where you get the auto on-off or auto
High beam.
high beam. Well worth it, man. I know a lot of people are like nickel and diamond that, I'm just gonna get a base and I'll just build it how I want it. There's little things that you forget about that you weren't gonna get with these features. I'm telling you, I've yet to turn on the high beams myself in this vehicle.
Yeah, I don't turn them on.
It just does it itself.
I only did it before I realized that there were auto high beams.
Oh yeah?
And so then once I was driving in the truck and I noticed my lights flashed and I was like, what is that? And then I looked down and realized that it had an A and it was auto high beams. So that was pretty cool. Airplane Mike wants to know how the MPGs are doing.
There's a video coming on that. I don't want to give it all away, but it's kind of where I expected it. So this Sasquatch package is rated at 17, 17, 17.
Which we all know that's
I don't know where they come up with 17 in the city.
well, and then there's something else. There's the Canadian one says 19, 19, 19. So
Well, but that's because
I know it's the kilometers, but I don't believe it.
But I will say, yeah, it's where I thought it was. The worst thing for us is we were in high winds,
Yes.
so the motor was really cranking at certain points, and not like it was over, like it couldn't keep up.
And there was actually one point that I felt us like, I mean, it was just a big wind. It didn't actually push us, but it like
you
was
could feel
almost
that drop.
scary, like just how windy it was.
But they're what you would expect.
John wants to know the same thing. How many miles on a tank are you getting?
Let's see, we're at a quarter of a tank, just under a quarter of a tank right now. It says 250 miles till empty, or
You mean
254.
100? You mean 100 or a quarter under? We have 3/4 of a tank, is what he meant. Omnipotent Elon says, did you get the window tints and BS cleaning service or whatever it was that they wanted to give you at the dealer?
I've been thinking, I gotta go see them because I know for me, we've talked about getting the back cargo
Mat.
the cage
Oh, the
thing,
cage. Yeah.
which I'm kind of like second guessing that one because I thought, man, what if we have something we need to get back there that's taller than that? It just seems like a pain in the butt.
I have to know more about that cage then.
Yeah, so what we may do is end up doing the Ford Performance Tune. The dealership offered me that, and
Instead.
yeah, so I may do that, which is 40 plus more horsepower. I'm a horsepower guy. I like horsepower.
And Dr. Detroit says I did add the Baja front bumper fog light package, and I do love it. I do use it.
Oh, I'm sure the more light, the better. I'm never gonna say like. I think they could have added a fog light to this thing. I don't know why they did.
Overlanding for Fun says because of the light height, I get a lot of people flashing me thinking that I have my high beams on. I can see that. We got that a lot in the Titan.
A lot in the Titan.
A lot in the Titan. And then I would flash my brights on, and then they would realize that it wasn't my brights.
Yeah, you get some real bright light, and suddenly they're like, oh, sorry.
Dr. Detroit says Bronco Green Vehicle of the Year. True story.
Yeah, so I will say I think we've been averaging 13 to, excuse me, there we are. Engine power on the highway on this thing is excellent. I mean, great. Getting on, the on-ramps are off. No worries at all. or I guess getting on the highway itself, no worries at all. I don't know where people, I've spread some reviews of people going, oh, the 2.7 just doesn't have enough power. I don't get that at all, man, because we came from, you know, for you, like your 4-liter Xterra that was 261 horsepower, that honestly felt like it was about 150 horsepower.
Yeah. I will say though, this thing idling doesn't sound as aggressive as I would like for it to.
Well, we could put an exhaust on it, it would sound a little better.
I know, but like it totally sounds like, I don't know, I can't explain it. Like it just, I got in it the other day and I was like, oh, it kind of sounds like an older vehicle sometimes. Maybe it's the turbo on it or whatever that kind of, I don't know, but
If it fell off, I wouldn't be sad.
Hey, we can still see it back there, and I zip tied the bow to the reef, so we shouldn't lose that. Thank you, Nissan Hawaii, for your 99-cent super chat. We appreciate you. Oscar says I bought the cage, got it delivered yesterday, and planning on installing it this weekend. I'll let you know how it goes. Please do keep us posted on that, because we really would be interested in seeing how high it is. If the lid is removable, if we choose to, that'd be something I'd like to know.
Pickett said they removed it when they were traveling.
Overlaying for Fun says on a 100-mile round trip, all interstate, I got 20 miles per gallon. In town, I'm getting 17.
Wow. Are you using premium? That's all I'm putting in this thing, by the way, is premium fuel.
Yes. Dr. Detroit says Dad had a 71 Lincoln that was like better than my bed as a kid. I bet that. And then John says most comfortable seats were in my dad's 77 Buick Electra.
Oh man, when I was a kid, before like seatbelt mandates and all this, my parents had a 71 or 2 Cadillac. I mean, this thing was like this was a beater. I mean, I grew up pretty poor, so I say Cadillac, maybe been a 68 or something. But sky blue, everything you would think of a late 60s vehicle. And that thing was a boat, and me and my brother and sister would be in the back seat. I would either sleep in the window, I kid you not, or in the floorboard, while then my brother and sister fought over the seat. I remember many times sleeping in the back window.
Oh, I bet.
Like a dog. Like,
I remember sleeping in the floor of my mom's floorboard in my parents' 85 Buick Riviera.
yeah.
Because we were on road trips, and I remember listening to Kansas. Like I hear Kansas, and it reminds me of it takes me back. Like it totally takes me back.
So if I want you to sleep on the floor at night, just play some Kansas,
No,
is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not sleeping on the floor. You can sleep on the couch.
Wow.
I mean, you do have that couch upstairs that you can sleep on.
I got a couch that's a great sleep.
We actually have a couch upstairs that everybody that has ever slept on it has told us if we ever get rid of that couch, we need to call them because they will come get it because it's the best couch ever. It's ugly. It looks like a casting couch, but it's one of the most comfortable couches ever.
Yes.
It's blue, it's navy blue, and it's leather.
Yep. Hey, where would you guys be at too with, you know, I used to do podcasting and just audio versions, but where would you guys be if we started, not necessarily ripping this, but some of the shows we do and ripping them for audio podcasts? I'm curious where y'all would be on that.
Especially because I know some folks are travelers and things like that I know we've got, I think it's Andy that drives truck, right? That it might be easier for him from a podcast perspective or ripping perspective. So let us know if that's something you guys would be interested in or not. Overlanding for Fun says Kelly said casting couch. Yes, I did say casting couch.
How do you know what a casting couch is?
I've not been on one, but I know the reference. Dr. Detroit says, what highway did you take? We took 65 down,
Well,
jumped around.
We're still taking 65.
Well, but 65 down, jumping around Mobile right now as we speak.
Yep, we're actually taking
Well, no, not around Mobile, I'm sorry. We're in Montgomery now. Going around Montgomery. This is where we stayed when we went down for our anniversary. We went down for our 10th anniversary to Florida.
Yep.
And now we've been married almost 16 years.
Guys, if you haven't yet, smash that like button.
We've
helped.
got 27 in there, 28 people and 27 likes.
Nice.
And you do have to minimize the chat to see it. Tim with Overlanding for Fun says Kelly is casting couch a music industry term. No, it is a different type of industry term. Yeah.
More visual.
Yes. M asked how the interview went. My interview went well. It was not on a casting couch. I'll know more when I get back to work on Monday. How is, Dr. Detroit asked, how is the Bronco for YouTubing?
As in, like what we're doing right now?
I think it does better than the Jeep does for whatever reason. Maybe it's the location of it, I don't know, but it seems to get us both in it more easier.
Yep.
Not more easier.
Oh, we have a 67 Designs.
Thanks a lot, Tim, for your dislike.
What?
He said I hit the dislike, haha.
Wow. We have a 67D.com rail coming. That's going to be nice. Nice and expensive, but nice.
Revi says she'd like a cup holder for the back seat that would hang down off the headrest. So I've considered that, but I'm also thinking that maybe I get some carabiners for the for like water bottles for the back of the because we've got the Molly, the plastic Molly racks on the back of our seats. So I'm thinking that might be something we do.
Thank you.
That work? She's being blinded in the back seat.
Blinded by the light.
And Tim says, "Oh, good, the kid woke up." She didn't stay down for very long. She was too worried about her gaming.
Yep. Soft top, not bothering me really one bit at all. How about you?
You know, I mean, it's louder than your cars are and all those things, but you've got to think about it. What do you have? You have a soft top. You have some material between you and the wind. It's not
You got millimeters.
right. So you're gonna have some sound. So yeah, to me, it doesn't bother me.
What else? We got anything?
I'm not sure what Tim was saying with pickup truck plus SUV talk. Was talking about since the Bronco is newer, that helps.
Oh, we got Esther Dahl in here?
Yeah, that's who was
Esther.
given. That's who down liked us.
Esther Dahl.
Esther Dahl.
I think it's he told me the other day.
Stay on 6.
Navigation in this thing is built in.
It's actually really good.
Really good.
Yeah, Dr. Troy said it looks like the perfect shot. Yeah, I agree. It is really the perfect shot. Like, you don't have to fight for us both to get in this
Well,
shot.
we have that bar.
It says, hi, safe travels. Mine just hit the dealer today, picking up on the 29th. Congratulations. Why the 29th?
Oh, Kelly got some mail the other day.
I did. I did get some mail, and I don't see her in the chat. But Nikki Brewer sent me our first mail piece, and it was a happy 40th birthday card. So we got that at our P.O. box. So I actually picked that up yesterday. So thank you, Nikki Brewer, if you are in here and I just haven't seen you. I appreciate it. It was actually really nice to get the first mail.
She sent me a nasty text.
Oh, it was so nasty. It was obnoxious too, wasn't it? Our camera kind of went a little wonky there for a second. Lone Wolf 1904 says got a soft top Bronco up about 70 on the highway during off-roading, and it was a lot better than I expected.
Yeah, we're at 74 miles an hour right now. Oh, there's the Hyundai plant.
Oh yeah. We're in Montgomery, Alabama.
Yep, where they build see the little test track. See the hill?
Oh yeah. And they're actually test driving on there.
Yep. Well, they come out of the plant right through those, and they go right to the parking lot.
Oh, do they really?
Yep.
That's a smart idea.
It's very cool.
M asked, have y'all driven with the top all the way off? I know like you did with Dr. Detroit's. We've not taken this all the way off.
The weather's been so bad.
It's not been great. So the farthest we've actually gotten is I've gotten it
One
to
flip.
the back. No, yeah, one flip. I've done one flip on it. I've not gone further back than that. Thank you, Bluford, for subscribing to Overlanding for Fun.
Oh, it's nice to meet you,
He
Bluford.
should be close. Yes, it was nice to meet you. Let's see. Susan asked, have you seen other Broncos on the road in the wild? If so, what do you do when you spy each other?
Just wait.
So we've seen a
We had-
total of, I mean, like, unique ones, probably like 5. But because we know we've got a few in town, we see the same ones over and over again. No, maybe about 6 in our town now.
I think the first one we ever saw in the wild was when we were in Texas. We saw that black
Mhm.
Big Ben.
The white one in town. The white one when I was taking her to school at the very beginning of the school year.
Oh, that's right.
So, we weren't in a Bronco then.
I just wave.
We're a lot bigger.
There's-
Our truck's a lot bigger too, so.
I don't. There's not. I know everybody's all like, want some individual how you doing thing for a Bronco versus Jeep. I just wave, man. I don't care.
Yep. We do, we just wait. But we did, like we said, we honked at that one guy because we
did.
couldn't get his attention. He was all excited, he was waving
yeah.
like crazy. And his wife was in the Bronco like, what are you doing? Like,
He did like he was SOS and he was on an island for 2 years, man. He was that big.
please see
Yeah.
me. Let's see. So Revy, I posted the link up earlier in the chat under my name. So if you look up under, I'll see if I still have it copied. Let me put it in here for you. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. I'll put it in there again.
I will say the miles per gallon have gone up considerably since we've left the state of Tennessee. Of course, we're going elevation-wise down towards sea level, which we're at 650 to 800 elevation in Nashville. So it's not like we're going. It's not like we're at 14,000 feet, but that's definitely a little flatter ground too. So that's definitely helped a lot.
So Revy, I just posted it again under me. So if you'll check, it's under Kelly Boyd, not Alternate Nation. So you should see that link. You should be able to copy that and check it. Dr. Detroit said, this is cool. I get to go on a trip.
We're gonna do some driving tomorrow, probably all through Destin and stuff, because the roads are really neat. I think it'll make kind of a fun thing in the Bronco as well. Sadly, there's no beaches we can drive on out there, which is really a bummer. But they're so pretty, you wouldn't want to mess the beaches up there. As a kid, my parents, if we ever got to go to a beach, we went to South Carolina, which was nice. But man,
I actually have some coworkers who were like, wow, that was kind of scary. I actually have some coworkers that said, why didn't you come to North Carolina? The weather's been beautiful here. Probably could have gotten there the same distance, but we wanted to go to the coast where we've been before, and I'm kind of a don't let change kind of a person. So knowing that we had such a great time in Fort Walton the last time, I just chose Fort Walton, and we're just staying at a hotel. Oh, Susan said, because I'm in Washington, I'm traveling to Texas for pickup in a 3,300-mile epic Bronco overlanding road trip home. I was told it would be there on the 27th. I'm going to die waiting that last little bit.
that's awesome.
I bet, knowing that it's just sitting there waiting for you, I bet it's killing you.
We had talked at one time when we first did the reservations of, Granger was offering extra $1,000 off, and then some of them were offering a flight trip to come pick your Bronco up and stuff. And we had thought about that being fun. Sorry, so I'm right. At the end of the day, I'm kind of glad it was just easy pickup, because like the wait for you has to be incredibly hard, because you're waiting for the thing to get built. You're waiting then for actually to the production, and then for to know it's shipped. And now it's literally not. It's up to you to get there now.
Yeah.
It's like it's not hoping the vehicle gets there. It's like, when can I get there?
Right.
That's awesome. I mean, horrible at the same time.
Right. Hey Revy, if you have us on Instagram, if you'll message us, the All Terrain Nation, what is it? All Terrain Nation. All underscore. So all underscore terrain underscore nation underscore media, because somebody had our name. If you'll message us there, I'll send you the link in message, because it's not giving me an option to do anything else for you since you're not able to get that, but I'll send it to you.
Yes, if you ever want to get a hold of us, Instagram's probably the best way to do it. Or email. You can go to our website.
Oh yeah, and I'll put if you guys can see it. Share.
We're at 1,268 miles on this thing now. We started today at like 9:40, and then think about it. We come back, and then about 4 weeks later, we do it again.
Yeah.
A little further that trip. This is a good break-in of like, will this be comfortable enough to drive to Florida?
Yeah.
Let's see. Audio's off. I'm trying to figure out. If you have any specific questions, let us know. Hey Sid, how's the comfort of this versus the Jeep on the long trip?
My back hurts, but it wouldn't hurt more than the Jeep.
Yeah, I think that will tilt back a little bit.
Yeah, that seat will go back a little bit. You just have to pull and push back. You have to pull it and then push back.
It may be as far back.
And then again, it may be already all the way back. We'll check it when we stop if you can figure it out. Because I know it goes back or then like goes forward a little bit and then back a little bit. So no, it's that handle right there.
No, I know. I'm just
Oh, that's right. Our suitcases are right there, so it may be.
No,
this far.
there's nothing obstructed.
Okay, so pull that handle.
Welcome to live
Did you pull it till it like wedged,
family television.
till it catches?
That's not what I'm breaking.
Okay, then pull the seat forward.
Forward.
No, we'll figure it later.
I could be too weak.
She might just be weak. That means she's got to lift some weights.
Hopefully, if you're on the East Coast, you're hopefully off of work right now, home relaxing.
Now you know what day it is.
I know it's kind of weird not to have a glass of whiskey.
Thursday.
Can I have some whiskey?
No. Not till we get to Florida.
On the road?
No.
No, you just said we crossed the state line and.
I did not say we crossed the state
Wow.
line. I said not till we get to Florida.
Wow.
The guy at Buc-ee's did. Buc-ee's thanks you. And we were like, yeah, Buc-ee's thanks us for a $139 purchase outside of our gas.
Dave didn't thank Buc-ee's. Any more questions or comments? Like I said, we wanted to kind of, while this was fresh on our mind, like talk to you guys about our experience so far. So far for me, it's been pretty comfortable.
M says, eat at the taco place on the water in Fort Walton. Do you know the name of it? Because I know we're going to go to that place we went to the last time at the pier. I have it saved, but I can't remember what it's called. We're going to the all-you-can-eat popcorn, shrimp, and fish, whatever thingy. I want to say it's like, hold on, I have it saved.
Bugs love the windshield, I'll say that.
Yes, that flat windshield will get us every time.
Yes, it's they're all over it. And Buc-ee's, I couldn't find the damn scraper.
They don't have any. I looked it up.
Really? How do they not have those? How does a gas station? What a
Because
fail!
people were stealing the thingies.
What a
Floyd's. We're going to Floyd's.
what a fail!
Floyd's Shrimp House.
No, we're talking about real things right now.
I know. And there's a Starbucks 1.7 miles from the hotel. And there's a Publix less than a mile too.
This is what I deal with.
Hey, life could be worse.
That it could be.
You could have a terrible life.
I could have.
Unless instead you have an amazing life.
Well, pat yourself on the back there.
Well, I have an amazing husband. You have an amazing wife.
Oh, I'm not amazing. I'm spectacular.
Wow. See, it wouldn't be a live stream if we didn't fight. We didn't fight.
Back porch and desk. Yep says.
Rockin' tacos.
Rockin' tacos. I do love a good taco.
Susan said, I knew I liked you, Starbucks girl. That's it. Starbucks girls unite. Basic B all day long right here. I love me a peppermint mocha.
What about pumpkin spice?
No, I don't really do pumpkin spice. I'll drink it if I have to, but I'm not like a, oh, it's pumpkin spice season. I'm a, oh, it's peppermint mocha season. And I used to like their sugar-free cinnamon dolce, but they got rid of that too. Let's see. Okay, so M says it's called Rocket Tacos. And then also back porch.
No, something.
No pumpkin spice latte.
Oh.
That's what PSL means.
Wow, you girls even have your own code for this stuff?
There's lingo. PSL, man.
Is there like a Facebook group for? There has to be for this.
Oh, I'm
stuff.
sure, but I'm not in one.
No, but just like
Like emoji, like
the
this
Real
emoji
Housewives
means-
of
the basic
Starbucks.
basic girls of Starbucks.
basic bees.
That needs to be a channel. The basic girls of Starbucks.
No, that's a sticker, man. The basic bees.
Basic bees of Starbucks. Overlanding for Fun says, Dave, did you see the Badlands on 40s in the last 2 Light Bright videos?
Well,
He was running it around Sand Hollow.
yeah, I have thoughts on that. There's a connection to us and that person. I get. Here's the thing with Light Bright. You guys kind of know I think the dude's an amazing driver off road. They're a fun channel. I won't say they're not. I think the using of the booty on the thumbnails and stuff not needed. I think you got enough attention for your channel, but maybe that's what they liked you. That's the attention they want. But they go at it hard, and I'm not going to say they don't go at it hard. But I was a little, as a community, and this is not the reporter of me. This is as a enthusiast, a part of the community person of me, part of me. I don't like the fact that this guy went and dumped 40s on something, and then challenges basically these people to wheeling for a vehicle that's not built for 40s. And he's the same guy that went broke, couldn't get parts. I think they ended up making some of their own stuff. I think he's on his 3rd rack and pinion. And all you're doing, I mean, I look at this as a community thing, but all you're doing is giving Jeep community fuel to go, look, they can't hang with us. Now the Light Bright Jeep, trust me, that thing is not stock by any means, but Jeep community don't pay attention to that. They just see what this guy keeps breaking every time he tries to go out with the big dogs. The tires he have on that thing are stupid, especially for Moab and those kind of places. You don't need that at all. But it's his vehicle. He's doing it how he wants to. I respect the person for that. But I haven't watched the videos. I have this weird thing where I don't like to watch channels that I don't want to give them my
Just like to
AdSense.
give them the view.
Yeah, the view basically. But I am curious, and I'll end up watching it. But the guy comes into the Facebook groups and brags about, oh, I broke. I don't find that. I'm not that. We will go
Talk about clickbait.
Yeah, we will go do some challenging stuff in this thing, but at no point do I care
The
about.
goal is not to break it.
Yeah, I don't want to find the vehicle's limits. I want to go enjoy it. It's more about for us enjoying the outdoors and
Getting
doing
out
it.
there.
Yeah, I mean the build of these things is fun. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, I know we have a vehicle right now that I can take in this factory form, go right to Moab, and have a blast doing everything we want to do in Moab, because we've done it on lesser vehicles than this in Moab.
Yep.
We could go to Windrock for the most part. There'd be places I could go that I wouldn't want to go because I don't want to damage this, like throw it to a tree. But no, I don't have any. For me, I don't have anything to prove to anybody. Not to say you won't see videos of us doing stuff. But yeah, supposedly the guys come up with a fix on the rack too, and I'm hearing there's a plastic gear in the rack and pinion, and that's what they're breaking. And I'm sure it's to keep it quiet when you're turning it. It's all about quiet. It's not about strength. It's just about being quiet versus metal on metal. But I'm sure you can check whatever it is. I don't know, but I'm sure it's an easy fix. I did see the Evil Monkey guy. I put in his chat early on, and people thought I was wrong that he blew his front diff. And I seen some Jeep guys. That's another thing. Jeep guys are going to start commenting on that stuff about these guys that are just.
Being stupid with them.
Well, I see some of these YouTube channels where they got a little bit of steam to them, like, oh man, that guy's a badass. Look what he's doing. And then suddenly their inexperience shows up on the next video, and the guy basically has an accident, a side impact accident in a mud pit, and people are going, see, the Bronco can't do it. It's not tough.
And I'll be honest with you, that is why I don't do mud. Mud is unpredictable. It can turn from easy to nothing fun like that. So I don't do mud. I don't like. Again, it's the control issues in me that I don't do mud. I don't mind getting dirty, don't get me wrong. I will put myself personally in mud, but I don't like putting a vehicle in mud because it's just too unpredictable.
Well, can you imagine what an alternator is going to cost
No.
this thing?
No.
$300-400 for an alternator?
No. And how long do you have to wait for an alternator?
Right now, yeah.
So yeah, no, I don't. Not my gig.
But yeah, I see those guys. I know it's cool for YouTube to see some of that stuff. I don't know.
Kevin GR says in their last video he kept up with them in the Bronco.
I'm sure he did, yeah.
Sorry guys, I have to refresh the chat again and it ran away.
But, I mean, I respect the guy for what he's done with these builds, but I like the guys that are doing the solid axle swaps on these things. I get it. You know, the Jeep, yes, the Jeep's gonna have more flex, and oh, I want that toughness of that. But if I wanted the Jeep, now that there's an option of A or B, I chose B because I wanted the ride quality over the flex and all that. Like we talked about buying a Wrangler when we got the Gladiator. She wanted the Wrangler over the Gladiator, and I just wanted to do some time in the Gladiator. And I'm glad we did, because I think if we'd gotten you the Wrangler, it may have given you bad impressions before you even got into this, or swayed you. So you know, it is what it is. Like I said, I respect those guys for what they do. I don't mean to sound like I'm crapping on them for whatever. I just don't have to be the guy that goes out there for clicks to show how badass I am. I will say, I've seen so many of these little Jeep guys now buying these Broncos, and you can always tell that they relate to the Bronco game because they're getting big bins. Every one of them are getting Area 51 big bins. The one model that Ford seems to want to just give away. That's what, and they're like, look, we got this badass Bronco, and you're like, dude. I mean, no offense to big bin owners, but you're like, dude.
That's an assumption on your part, though. I mean, it's an educated assumption.
No, but my point is some of these are Rubicon guys. Like Rubicon's the top of the pecking order for Wrangler. Badlands to me is the top of the pecking order for what we do, because you're getting the suede, all the options.
Right, all the toys.
You would, other than this, you know, if we had gotten just without Sasquatch, you're getting pretty much all these options. So, but they'll all build them. I know the one girl out in California, she's already trying to put a V8 on. I don't care, man. I seen our friends over at TFL were drag racing their new Tundra with everything in the fleet they've got, and I didn't buy these things. Like, if I got a new Tundra, I would hope it'd be like, you feel it quick, like the Titan was for you, the first V8 you got to drive.
They have a lot of animals.
They're going to change little things like this. They'll make it a lot better. Sometimes they make it worse. But yeah, I'll end up watching that video.
Overlanding for Fun says, since Dave mentioned it, I don't think those Mickeys were not best for dirt and rock.
No, those are swampers, man. Those are mud tires that the guy put on there, like pure and simple. Those are not rock crawling tires whatsoever. It's the weirdest tire that he's done, but that guy's going to do much like the Evil Monkey guy did, where he gets some attention for this stuff, and he'll end up destroying that thing for a few views.
Dr. Detroit says Badlands is the top in my opinion. And then he says, unless you're desert racing, then the Raptor is the best one.
Yep.
And he said, I'll take the rocky road, please. M says, walk the pier. We went on a dolphin cruise and honestly saw more dolphins on the pier than we did on the boat. They do our thing. I mean, really 2 whole days.
It's supposed to rain, I think, Saturday.
We've got all day tomorrow.
We're going to go from the 70s back to the 40s when we get back in Nashville.
But it's already starts dropping Sunday when we leave here anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah, fun times.
Yep.
What else are you guys talking about out there? The sun is starting to set on us here, so.
Yeah, phone holders. There's lots of phone holders in here, though. There's the console phone holder.
There's accidental phone holders.
There's accidental phone holders, like the handle on the door is an accidental phone holder. The accessory holes up there, whatever they call those pockets. Those held our sandwiches through some traffic until we got to eat them. Oh, and we found a new one. We found an M&M slot. Our
yes, Kelly was putting M&Ms in the hero switches.
yeah, yep. Let's see, what else? What else have we come across in our road tripping?
I don't know on that. Lots of room in this thing,
I
especially
like the dual climate.
Yes, which that's another thing. People were grabbing the base, going, "Oh, I don't need all that." And
Because I was flashing, and he's over here freezing out and had to turn my side off to only me.
yeah, the heated seats have been nice.
Yes.
Pretty much on the whole time. Heated seats are nice just to help for your back. It makes your back feel better.
Yeah, because I've had some back issues for the last years, but the last 3 or so weeks, my back has been kind of angry. So it's been nice to be in the heated seats.
And we are iPhone 12 Max Pro.
Pro Maxes.
It's basically one of the biggest phones you can get.
Plus, we have cases on them.
They sit in the dash well. They sit in the middle area well. Kelly found out she put it in the door handle basically, and they don't fall out.
No, because there's actually a ledge right down below that it won't fly out of. So that's really nice.
Netting on the doors. Not that I would trust that for my phone, but
Do it.
the netting.
Oh yeah, I'm afraid to put anything in the netting. I'll be honest, because I've seen so many people have it blown out.
Yeah.
So the only thing I think. Oh, I put our Windex wipes in the netting at the back of the seat. That's the only thing I trust to put back there because I don't want to blow it out.
But yeah, so far, like, nothing's crazy stood out to me about this thing, about not enjoying this vehicle. It is weird, you know, I talked about the last stream of being in a red light and it feels like your windows are down. That's kind of strange, just because of the thin tops.
Oh, yeah.
But traveling down the highway, I mean, I feel like we're talking a little louder than we normally would have.
Yeah.
But nothing nuts, man, you know?
Versus the hardtop Gladiator.
Yep.
Overlanding for Fun says he's 12 subs away from 100. So if you haven't liked Overlanding for Fun,
Have you?
subs, yes, I did. I did the other night.
Nice.
I took him from 80 to 81. So please check it out. Like and subscribe so he can get that vanity name and save it. And we're going to have him on the show once he hits 100 subs as well.
Talked to Tim the other day. Super nice dude, man. Plus, he's, if you want to know about audio, man, Tim's the guy that's going to really be able to tell you about acoustics in these vehicles.
He actually did mention that B&O video made him feel like, what did he say? Let me go back up. I'm going back up to your comments.
The only thing for why I would want the B&O system is for that screen, and that's it. It's a couple things like that I don't kick myself for maybe not stepping up for, but you know, the sway disconnect was basically $3,000, I think, to basically get that from the Black Diamond, which I thought that was a big step up from the 50,000 we were going to be at with the Black Diamond to the 54. I think maybe 51,000. I can't remember. I think that was a smart pick on Kelly's on this thing. From going from the Black Diamond without the sway disconnect to this.
Okay, yeah.
For the price increase, but I think it was going to be like another $3,000 basically to get to the high package. And other than the heated steering wheel, that would have been nice. In the big screen, I don't know what more I would have want.
I can't seem to find the comment, but Tim with Overlanding for Fun had mentioned something about after seeing that video, the B&O video, he felt like put it in there again. I can't remember what you said, Tim, about the B&O video, having been an audio engineer.
Yeah, it's not. Of course, then again, like for these vehicles, you know, I crapped on the poor speakers that are in this. Ultimately, these vehicles, I didn't, you know, I know a lot of people were fussing me in a Facebook group about my video. Well, I didn't buy it for radio, and you're like, yeah, you did. You bought this whole package. You didn't buy it just because it's four-wheel drive either, right? Because if that were true, you'd just get a box here to sit on, and then you'd be good. You bought it for the whole package.
Yeah.
So I hate those cop-outs of like trying to kick you in the balls kind of thing, of like, oh, well, you should have just did this, or I didn't buy it.
Oh yeah, somebody said that we needed to put on our big kid pants and actually spend the money on the bigger package instead of whining about it.
Yeah, it's like I don't know that that's an answer.
Here's the thing. And we've talked about this on the live. I expect for a $54,000 truck or vehicle to have a better sound system than what we have. I'll just be honest. That's what I expect from a $54,000 vehicle. Is it a gate or is it a deal breaker for me? No, it's not a deal breaker for me. Was going up to the Lux package to get the B&O system a deal breaker for that cost? Yes, it was a deal breaker for me to get that cost. It's not worth it to me to go up there, but I did expect the sound system to be a little bit better than what it has been for this vehicle.
Yep.
I feel like we've got an 80s sound system in a 2021 Bronco. So
let's see here. Let's see, maybe. Out of the way. You can see our little sun setting here. Looks really, really nice. That rapid red hood looks great.
hello Juan, welcome.
You can
Bronco
see some
family.
you can see some bugs in the window there. That's great. Straight windows, man. They collect bugs. That's for damn sure.
Yes.
Our Jeep does this just as bad.
M says, truly disappointed that it doesn't have speakers on the crossbar like the Wrangler. And I also I never thought about the interior lighting was poor until y'all did the live stream the other night. Yeah, we didn't think about it either until we had it, you know. Because the only other time that we really drove it for a long period of time is when we had Dr. Detroit's and had the whole roof off.
Which I just have an idea how to fix that.
Oh, he has an idea.
Stay tuned.
He has an idea.
There's LED strips you can buy on eBay or Amazon. It's got 3M tape on the back of it. You get a roll about 5 foot long. I think you could hack into the dome light that's already back there, put it up on the top rail here, and it would make this top glow at night. When you open the door, it gives you extra light.
Might be cool.
You know, kind of what I did on your Xterra.
Oh yeah, so overlanding for fun. Tim says, what I was saying is that semi-professional audio engineer. After watching that B&O video, I felt like I lost brain cells.
Well, they've got a guy. I can't remember if it was the guy that did that video or not. They've got a couple. Oh, the kid Mark, whatever it is. That they've got. They keep finding these YouTubers, or there's the Nashville Bronco guy, freaking amazing dude. I like when they have him on the channel. But they've got this young dude that's a SoCal guy, I think, or he's Californian. He just broke his Bronco in the mud. He had a big rock in it. He claimed it had death wobble, and I'm like, these vehicles can't have death wobble. You don't know what you're talking about. But he's one of those idiots, basically, that just goes purposely tears up a vehicle for views. They had him doing some off-roading in their red Badlands a couple months ago. I want to say it was him that did the video. Just not Bronco Nation's going after, like, they have Jordan on there, who seems like a nice enough person, but they're early 20-somethings that, you know who are buying these Broncos? 35 to 55-year-old people are who's buying these Broncos. They have the money to, as this is maybe a third vehicle, they're the people that have the money
There
to
may
go.
have been 20-somethings that reserved their Broncos but aren't going to go, and then they're not all going to go through.
They'll be 30 by the time they get them.
Yeah.
But early 20 guys are not, unfortunately, it's not really millennials anymore, is it? It's next gen, Gen Z.
I don't know.
Gen Z is not buying these vehicles. You can look at Wrangler statistics and see. I bet money that it's probably 60-40 men to women, like which is it'll be 50-50 one day. And they're going after the weirdest crowd. So, oh wait, Im says I'm 33, I'll be 35 when I see mine. But they're going after these people who can't. They're not there to buy a $60,000. Like you're in your life, you're not there yet.
Right.
Or if you do, you're in a lot of debt to buy a vehicle.
Or you were born into money.
Yeah. So some of the people they have on that channel are head scratchers to me, but I don't want to be on that channel. So I'm not saying, hey.
M says, yeah, I got some Dave at a Christmas party game this year, so got some lights to stick on the LEDs.
Nice, man. But I think you could tap into the existing dome light.
Yeah, and as long as it's on the rack.
Yeah, on the actual roof
metal
itself.
Yeah.
So when you open the door, I'm telling you, it would make this roof glow. And it wouldn't be bright in here, but it would be a lot. It would just be a nice.
It would radiate.
Yes, it'd be a nice soft light in here.
Yeah.
People know that.
I did like that the ambient lights actually worked after we had our folks figure that out for us. Thank you.
I didn't even think about that.
We haven't played around in the settings at all, so.
No, the weather, like me and Kelly were talking about doing videos of what we wanted to do yesterday, and the weather's been bad enough that it's in Middle Tennessee. It's not cold. Let's not act like we're Canada.
No.
But for us, we're not used to. You're getting the 30s and 40s at night. I don't want to sit in my car trying to figure out things to talk about. So I can't wait till this spring though. I can't wait to get our bumper.
Yeah.
Lifestyle Off-Road just wrapped up their prototype rear bumper, and you should see that really soon on their website. I know we'll have one for this. The only thing I won't have of theirs is rock sliders, because I'm just hoping White Knuckle get
somebody's vehicle. Anybody that is near or is other in Apple Valley, California, is where they're located. So anybody located in that area that would like to lend your four-door or two-door Bronco, let us know and we'll get you in touch with Natalie or John with White Knuckle Off-Road, because I do know they are looking for model vehicles to be able to do some prototyping off of.
I know that seems to be a question, steps and stuff, and I know it was last stream, people were asking about that, but like I said, they build a rail that you can use as a step. It's not a flat, traditional style step, but it works great as a step, and the extra protection.
Em says, I don't really see a problem with the lights unless you're on a road trip. They help a lot for those.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
And Revy says, I saw a guy who added an interior bar light to the back loft in a hardtop. I wonder if I could add one to that back seat pillar behind the back row seats.
Yeah, there's definitely ways to do these things. Somebody's going to come up with, I mean, you know,
You've got the speaker back there.
Best Top already, Best Top already does that bar across here for their baby top. There's ways you can put a bar across here and make lighting and stuff. It just takes away from what
the whole point of the open air.
Open air. You might as well have done the Jeep.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Because there's a lot of metal up there. But I wonder how that'll be when we get our shade.
The best thing about these is you get to figure these problems out.
Yeah, but we're not in Nissan world anymore.
No.
Where we have to do it the cheap way. Nissan, talk about, let me tell you. So we think the Bronco aftermarket is kind of slim to none. That's because the Bronco isn't out yet, right? Consider we had even lesser of a market for aftermarket for our Xteras, Frontiers, Titans, everything on the Nissan side because nobody wanted to build for Nissan. So
Yeah, they just didn't sell enough.
you had to redneck engineer a lot of things, honestly.
Hey, and we made money off some of those things too.
We did.
We sold some parts.
We made some light bars and sold some parts.
Well, let's see. So, guys, the sun is setting. It was Shocker Racing. Yes, their YouTube channel where they did it on the back glass. I remember driving through here last time.
Yeah. I remember we get off and we start to kick around, and then you start seeing sand.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, guys, let us know if there's any last few questions. We appreciate you guys joining us for so long.
Yes.
We've been on here for an hour and a half talking to you. Ish.
Yeah. We'll definitely take y'all through Destin tomorrow.
Yeah.
Drive through if you've never seen Destin, it's a fun little town. It's kind of cool. The beaches out that way are just super pretty.
Yeah, they're super pretty.
But sadly, we can't drive on them.
Maybe it'll be nice enough tomorrow where we can pop the top.
Oh, that's the goal tomorrow is to get the top off. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's say, did y'all? Not a survey.
M says, did y'all see the survey link they were sending out with the calendars? I know I saw the link posted for those who haven't gotten them yet.
I haven't got a calendar.
We haven't got a calendar yet, and I keep stalking FedEx. Did
Okay.
the calendars come FedEx like everything else did? Because if so, we're not in line yet. Because when we got the flag, I knew like 3 weeks ahead of time we were getting something. I just didn't know what it was.
Which I just want all this stuff as collectibles. Fun.
Yeah.
It's just fun. I'm not hanging the flag in my garage. It'll sit in the box basically. But it's fun.
I might.
Might what?
Hang it. Don't look at me like that.
Being crazy.
I might.
Okay. You were also you wanted to hang up the poster.
I did. Post office. Okay. All right. Well, it came postal this time, so I will not know until like the day of its coming. Then. Thank you for the heads up on that.
All right, if you made it this far, you deserve to know this. So we have 5 hours and 14 minutes now of drive time. We've traveled 362 miles. We're just a tick over a half a tank of fuel now. We filled up. We didn't have to fill up at Buc-ee's, but we went ahead and did that. The trip computer, which I will say I did the math of it versus what actually mileage we did last time, was way different. It was not even, it was, for miles per gallon wasn't close, but right now we're showing 16 miles per gallon. And like I said, half this trip's been through heavy winds.
But there's not been a lot of stop and go.
No, not
We
at all.
haven't run into very much at all.
Yeah, we've been pretty smooth sailing. Our average mile speed is...
It's this third one from the top.
I'm getting there. All right, our average speed is 69 miles per hour. And I've really been trying to stay about 74 to 76 miles an hour. So,
Sorry, no, it's not.
it is.
Yes, it is.
Jeez.
Sorry.
We were just talking about what a great navigation it's got.
I know.
So, it's saying 16. I think that means in reality it's probably almost 17 is what we're getting now. Which I'm super happy with, really, considering we're on 35s and a big brick.
2 miles, turn left to L106 east towards Midland.
I see. Now it's time
Georgiana.
to go through these little towns.
Yep.
All right, we've got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes.
Turn left to L106 east.
about to go through a bunch of speed traps.
Yep.
That's the thing with going to the Panhandle is there's no real good direct interstate route.
Mm-hmm.
So all these little towns love to nail people for speeding.
50 miles an hour. Speed limit.
Yeah, but it says 69 here, bro.
Yeah, that's your miles per hour average.
They're gonna ruin our average.
Well, I don't know. It might do better because you're going 50.
All right. Any other
Brakes on
questions,
that
Kelly?
truck. Nope. They were just telling us the calendar came post office, so I won't be looking for it. Said wild horses. JD Smoking Pipes said wild horses. I'm not sure. As what we'll see, or is that? Oh, we got to get back to 5 minutes. So give us an idea of license plate ideas.
Oh yeah, we didn't ever get into that.
We never got finished with that.
Ooh, Bloomsbury.
Blueford said Big Red. Give us some ideas, guys. So the other...
I would like something to do with all-terrain nation.
Yeah, so it can say ATN and then something else. Or
We talked about what ATN Bronc.
ATN Bronc, BRNC. Our daughter said ATN FAM. FAM. And what else? Oh, our Jeep is ALLTRN as in all-terrain.
Or
Altern, as some people have told us. So give us some ideas what you guys think we should do for the vanity license plate, because Bronco's taken. I know that one is already, so we would like to include ATN in it.
And we're getting a new style license plate. We found out today that the license plate is changing in Tennessee.
Yeah, it's going to be navy blue.
Which is going to be like odd on this color of the vehicle.
Greg says ALTNTN, so essentially taking out the extra L. M says ATL, bro. Maybe ATN, bro.
I wonder if we could do subscribe.
How would you spell it though?
SB.
ATN sub?
No, because that sounds perverted.
Oh, yeah, it does. I didn't even think of it that way. Who's talking about the casting couch now?
I know.
Come on, I know there's still some folks out there. There's 24 people in here. Give us some ideas. License plate ideas.
Yeah, it's a tough one, man, because, at some point, you kind of want something that says the company name on it, but, I mean, we're going to have the company name on the side of this thing anyways, so.
Yeah.
But, we could call it Lil Bronc.
Oh, you took off our QR code.
I did. Little Bronc.
Little bro?
Little Bronc.
Lil Bronc? Lil? L-I-L Bronc?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be up to 7. Yeah, so the Tennessee license plates are navy blue now, or going to be navy blue in 2022. Our other license plate is actually a white background with green mountains, trees, whatever. They're actually retiring that one after this year, which is a little sad to me because I would have liked to have that license plate for this one. But
Yeah, the idea was we were going to put the all-terrain nation, got rid of the Bronco, and then we were just going to transfer that plate to this
you mean
one.
got rid of the Gladiator? Not
Yeah, the
Bronco.
Gladiator.
Yeah, we were just gonna, so we transferred the BMW plates to this, and then we're going to transfer, once we sold the Jeep, we'll transfer the all-terrain license plate to...
We are headed to the beach, Jason Boyd.
We are. Then we were going to transfer the all-terrain license plate to this. JD Smoking Pipe says Wild BRNC. It's like Wild Bronco. If you're just joining us, we are looking for suggestions for our license plate. We would like to include ATN in it if at all possible. So Oscar says he got his by USPS too, so his calendar came postal. So now I can't wait. Now I can stop stalking FedEx. FedEx is much better than USPS, isn't that? Informed delivery.
Yes. Oh, and the boxes came in today for the stuff we got to ship out for the winners of the little Broncos.
Yeah, so we'll do those Sunday night when we get back. They'll go out Monday or Tuesday. Oscar says he works for USPS, and I've been delivering a couple of the calendars. Hey, question for you, since you work for USPS. Our P.O. Box does not have the option online to do informed delivery. Do you know anything about how to push our post office through that? You just got to put it out there. It's worth a shot.
Using all these connections.
Our post office didn't know anything about it. Didn't even know anything about
it. It's a little redneck post office, man.
It's Rockvale, Tennessee. Oh, I kind of like that one, JD Smoking Pipes. ATN for life.
Not bad.
I kind of like that
Not
one.
bad. That's got potential.
Wiley Coyote 5.0 says, welcome to Florida. It's been in the 80s all week. Oh, dang.
Yeah, but where's the panhandle?
Yeah, we're in the panhandle. We're not. Yeah. And all of our navigation just turned darker blue.
From white to blue?
Yeah.
I like that blue.
Jason Boyd says not OJ. Well, we've got a red Bronco, so pretty sure people know it's not OJ.
It would be the after Bronco.
Oh, that's bad.
Too soon.
It'll always be too soon. I do like that ATN F or 4 LIF.
We can put for Alf. The only thing you gotta think of is there any way that these can be thought of something else? Because even my my all-terrain nation that I came up with for the other one, like at some point somebody's probably going, why is this guy talking all turns? Like what's that about? Got something?
Overlanding for Fun just said I would use Kelly's. Kellys.
No! Man, I may have to put you up to 200 subs before we get you on the show.
Kevin GR says guilty. That's terrible. Oh.
Acquit? Put gloves or something on it? All terrain forever.
Forever. I like that one too.
Yeah, that's not bad. We'll do a poll on our main page here.
Yeah.
And if in the comments, if you leave us a comment in that, and maybe there's something we don't see, and we can do another poll. We can do a countdown, let everybody pick.
Mm-hmm.
It might be fun.
Somebody says Johnny.
Johnny.
I don't know that reference.
I don't either. Where's Johnny here?
Johnny number 5?
We got Johnny Car Care in the house?
No, that's Overlanding for Fun.
Oh.
That's Tim.
Alright, there you guys go.
Your ATN, Jason Boyd says.
That's 102 minutes of Dave and Kelly.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Your ATN.
You're in.
I'm going to put the Buc and Bronco BK and BNC.
Somebody said Wild Bronc, but then Wild Outdoors might think that's them. And I don't mess with those guys. Does it say drink 10?
If the gloves don't fit, you must have quit, Johnny.
Right?
Drink it in.
The Headless Horseman?
We're gonna find a restroom here soon.
Maybe we can do something about feeling stabby.
Wow.
STBY. I don't know. It's just things. Alright guys, so whether it be 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, it doesn't matter what you drive. You've been riding with us to Florida here on All Terrain Nation.
And if you have more ideas, put them in the chat. It'll be here.
Yeah, let us know. And we'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, I want to show you all the beach and just ride around the Bronco. Alright?
Kelly Bronco.
No!
Yes!
No!
And on that, bye guys!